Okay, we have Gauri, Rupali, Deepak. Perfect. Okay, yeah. Good morning, everyone. This is Arpit Singh. I work in the business development team at ConnectFor. I also have my colleague Saloni with me, and we both will be hosting the entire session. So, in between, if you don't understand anything, you need any help, or you want to know more about anything at all, feel free to reach out to me or Saloni, and we'll be there to cater to all your requests in the entire session. So yeah, proceeding ahead, I welcome all of you. Thanks a lot that you have decided to join us on a Sunday morning. Usually Sundays are the days, when we decide to give this time to our family or maybe, go out or, spend some time with ourselves. But then there are definitely people like us who decide to give our time in the development of the community. And now that you all have chosen to be a part of this auspicious session, I, on behalf of ConnectFor, thank all of you for joining us. A couple of quick instructions for everyone. Please make sure that if you are not talking, you stay on mute to avoid any sort of noise disturbance from the background. Second, since it's an online session, you might get the connectivity issues here and there, and that is completely acceptable. Join back the session, let us know which breakout rooms you into, and we'll move you there. Okay? And I hope I'm pretty much clear and audible to everyone. Awesome. Perfect. So yeah, starting off, since we have today's activity, Know Your NGO, and we are doing this on the occasion of the World NGO Day. So before I proceed ahead and I start, with what the activity flow would look like, I would like to understand from our volunteers. Now that you have received the entire communication from our end, you have gone through, the flow of the activity. What do you think are we going to do today? So, I mean, the platform is open to all our volunteers first, if they can add a few pointers from their end of what they feel about today's activity, and then we'll take it forward. So, let's go ahead with Gauri. Hi, Gauri. Good morning. Can you add your views on what today's activity would be from your perspective?
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
So, according to today's activity would be open for everybody, and I think we will be interacting a lot today because I feel like when we are connecting together on an online platform, especially, we are interacting more. And more than that, I think that we'll be knowing more about the NGOs present here, and we'll be knowing their ambitions or their visions about the community. And yeah, that's it, I guess.
Definitely, Gauri. Spot on. Okay, let's move on to Kushkra. Kushkra Pratap Singh. Yeah, please add your opinions on what do you think today's activity will look like. Kushagra?
I think today we are going to know about different type of NGOs and their motives and their aim, and about the NGOs history and the background and the establishment, and these type of things we would going to know today, and we are going to volunteer them or
Yep,
that's
perfect, Kushagra. Okay, Arun, what about you? Arun, I hope I'm audible to you. Can you hear me?
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, like same here, like the previous two guys have said about their views, no? Like to know about NGOs and their missions. I feel the same here. I would like to know about NGOs and what they're in what field they are working in. Just about that, I feel.
yeah. Thanks, Arun. Yeah, so I mean, hearing all three of you, it's like a spot on, keeping our expectations straight. We all have joined today's activity to know more about the NGO, hence the name Know Your NGO. Now, a lot of us might be volunteering for the very first time. Some of us might be volunteering for repetitive times. That's completely okay. And this is only possible when we know the non-profit organizations, NGOs out there. Only then we are able to decide, how I can contribute to the community. If I know what different cause verticals are there, I know what are some of the easily accessible NGOs in my premises, and I can definitely reach out to them and volunteer for a cause. So with today's activity, Know Your NGO, we want our volunteers to make themselves familiar with different NGOs which are like spread at pan India, who are working towards numerous cause verticals, so that the volunteers can get connected to the NGOs and works towards the development of the community. So moving forward, I would like to add a bit about ConnectFor also. ConnectFor, again, it's a non-profit organization. So what we do as an organization, you can see us as the mediators, basically, the between the NGO and the volunteers. So as of now, we are partnered with 500 plus NGOs and 50,000 plus volunteers just like you. So we try to understand, the requirements of our NGO, and we focus on the skills and time of our volunteers. Now, ConnectFor is an organization where we ask our volunteers to make donation in terms of their, time availability and skill preferences. So whatever the NGO requirements are, whatever the availability of let's say the volunteers are, we connect them together and we make sure that the volunteering goes on and on. As of now, we are headquartered in Mumbai, but we are operational in major metro cities in India: Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, so on and so forth. So tomorrow you want to volunteer for any particular NGO and you don't know where to go, reach out to ConnectFor and we'll get you connected. Now, some of us, are very much interested into activities aligning to, let's say, animal welfare, maybe senior citizen, children, environment. We have our own preferences when it comes to volunteering. So ConnectFor as of now is serving
दे दूं
ConnectFor right now is serving across 12 different cause verticals, and we are more than happy to get you connected to your choice of NGOs. So yeah, with that being said, let's move ahead with today's activity flow. Right now, what we are having is just a quick briefing of all of us, so that we get introduced to all the stakeholders. After this briefing is done, we will be moving all the volunteers and the NGO partners into different breakout rooms. Okay, so that this activity goes and gets executed in a smoother fashion. Now, the knowledge session is basically just like I added in the beginning, for our volunteers to understand more about the depth, the history of our NGO partners, where you can learn about their founding journeys, where you can learn about what the vision is, what are different goals, initiatives that the NGOs are taking today. Because once you are familiar with the entire history, with the upcoming visions of these NGO, only then you will be able to figure out how you can volunteer. Now, after that is done, after the knowledge session is over, we have a couple of tasks for all the volunteers, as it is already mentioned in the communication, as what you have to do to support volunteering. So we will be discussing that too, but that is something which we'll be doing again in the main session. So after your knowledge session in the breakout room is done, you'll get back in the main session, and where we will be allocating the task to each one of you, so that you can carry on with that and promote volunteering on this World NGO Day. All right. I hope I'm clear to all our stakeholders, all our NGO partners and volunteers.
Yes.
Perfect. So moving ahead, I mean, if I go on talking, I would go on and on and on. I'll just try to add as much as I can for this activity. But yeah, in the interest of time, let me introduce our beloved NGOs who have joined us for today's activity. We have Sahas, Society for Animal Health, Agriculture, Science and Humanity, who have joined us for the activity. Apart from Sahas, we have Healing the Foundation, we have Humanity Uplifting Mankind, we have Srujna Charitable Trust, we have Sarva, Abundant Life Foundation, Spark a Change Foundation, Jidnyasa Charitable Trust, and finally we have Rise India Foundation. So thanks a lot to all the 9 NGO partners who have joined us for today's activity. Thanks a lot to all the sir, ma'am, for taking time out and being a part of today's activity. And I'm pretty much hoping that it will be a good session for all of you, where once you interact with the volunteers also in the main session. So yeah, let me take this time to welcome Lalmani, Nitika, Soumya, Hepsiba, Pooja, Sunil, Yogesh, Swati, Manjula, Wasim, Dipali, and Sharik. Hi, good morning to all of you. I hope you are there with us. Awesome.
Yes. Awesome.
So, to all our NGO partners, I mean, since we all have joined on the occasion of World NGO Day, where we are trying to promote the cause, the work that our NGO partners are doing, anything that you would like to add from your end to our volunteers? Anything? Manjula, anything from your end? Let's hear a few lines from you.
Yeah, sure. Firstly, a big thank you for organizing this meetup between the volunteers and the NGOs. And a congratulations to all the volunteers who want to get into this field and make a difference to the community at large. So, all the best to whatever field you choose to volunteer in. Thank you.
Thank you, Manjula. Okay, Lalvani, let's hear from you. Lalvani, we can't hear you. You're not audible.
Audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So, as Manjula said that we are welcoming, and not only we are welcoming to all volunteers who are coming to us and wanted to contribute their efforts to the difference in the society. So, and not only as a traditional pattern, but we also invite them in the research as well. Whatever the innovations we are trying to, because innovations happens only in the society. When the any obstacle happen, then we wanted to innovate and resolve the issues. Similarly, we ask the volunteers, we guide the volunteers to do as much as possible for to make a change in the society. So this is my way. So
Thank you so much, Lalmani. Okay, Hepzibah, are you there with us? Please share your thoughts before we begin with the activity.
Yes, first of all, thank you so much, ConnectFor, for bringing all of us together. And if I just have to say something, let me start my journey. I started as a volunteer 3 years ago, and now here I am representing humanity. So I would say that, it just takes that one step to, choosing something, doing, choosing the passion, choosing the right thing. So yeah, congratulations for all the volunteers.
Recording in
who has
progress.
done this call, and then yeah, I'm just glad, I'm just waiting to listen to you and have the interaction. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hepzibah. I mean, it's lovely to hear that you volunteer too. I mean, I believe at some point of our life, we all have volunteered for the social cause, and which brings all of us together right here. Yeah. Okay, Sunil. Let's hear from you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, ConnectFor, for connecting us to these wonderful people over here. And being a lifetime volunteer, all my life I have been a volunteer, so I can understand the excitement and the volition, why we want to do this. And all the best to all of you. Our gratitudes that you have joined, and taken this step forward. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Sunil. Okay, Ketki, let's hear
Yeah,
from you.
hi, congratulations, ConnectFor and Arpit for organizing this meeting. So we are associated with ConnectFor from last 4 years, and it's really wonderful journey. The way you have always supported us for everything, the volunteers we needed, it was there within 1 week of time. So thank you for so much for the past help and past volunteers, and we are looking forward for the new volunteers this year also.
Thank you so much, Ketki, and definitely, yeah, we are looking forward to such more fruitful collaborations as well. We'll keep it going.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, moving ahead with Sharik. Hi, Sharik. Let's hear from you.
Good morning, everyone. Firstly, thank you, ConnectFor, for organizing this meetup. Indeed, this is a very good opportunity on World's NGO Day, and I'm really happy to see happy faces on this Sunday morning. And I hope we can connect more and bring some change in the community with these volunteers attending today's meet. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time.
Thank you, Sharik. Okay, Dipali.
Hello, good morning to everyone. Actually, we have connected with ConnectFor from last 6 months, and with very short period, they have given us an opportunity to connect lots of volunteers. And today also, now we are connecting many other volunteers. So thank you for ConnectFor ORG, and also for all volunteers who are ready to contribute for social cause. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepali. Okay, so hi, Swati. We would like to hear from you as well.
Hello, everyone. So, I'm also very grateful to all the volunteers who have joined, especially today. It's Sunday, and ConnectFor, we have been associated with ConnectFor for the past 2 years. And I'm also looking forward to hear from all the fellow NGOs also, because we get to learn so much from everyone's experiences on the field across India because they're working. So, looking forward to today's session.
Thank you so much, Swati. And finally, let's move ahead with Nitika and Soumya. Do we have you here?
Hi, everybody. At the outset, thank you so much for having the Healing Dove Foundation be a part of this. It's a very exciting time. I guess ConnectFor has been a pioneer in terms of promoting volunteering, probably one of the first of its kind platform. We've been associated with ConnectFor from the inception, which is now 6 to 7 years, which is quite a long time. I believe they were our first partners and we were theirs. So it's sort of really exciting to be associated for such a long time. And I would really like to appreciate volunteers who apply via ConnectFor and work with different NGOs. I guess the youth in the past couple of many years rather has evolved. You know, young people are more and more involved in the social sector now. I guess the awareness with respect to social issues has increased. Young people are being more sensitive and more active. And this is something we have witnessed, even as an organization, we have more and more young volunteers joining us. So I'm glad that there is a sense of responsibility and sense of giving towards the society that youth has today more than ever. And I would encourage more and more volunteers to apply and work with other NGOs through ConnectFor because they're doing a fabulous job. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nitika. It's really lovely, to hear that from you. Okay. Just wanted to quick check. Do we have Bishikation also with us? By any chance, Bishikation, are you there? Okay, no problem. Yeah. So yeah, thanks a lot to all our lovely NGO partners. I mean, what we have been doing is just a bit, and we'll make sure that ConnectFor does exactly the same in the upcoming years as well. And yeah, we'll keep connecting all our lovely volunteers as well. So yeah, moving ahead with all the activities. Again, to I saw a couple of new volunteers have joined us for this activity. You haven't missed a lot to the ones who came just now. We were just having a quick briefing. I know we were just hearing a couple of words from all our NGO partners. The volunteers, again, I'm reiterating the flow. Now we will be moving all our NGOs and all our volunteers into separate breakout rooms where a knowledge session for about 45-50 minutes will be conducted. Make sure that you try to understand all about the NGO and about their vision, their cause. Make yourself entirely aware about them. If you have any queries, any questions, feel free to ask them, and I'm pretty much sure they'll be more than happy to cater to all your questions. After that, once the knowledge session is over, probably in the next 50 minutes, we'll assemble back in this main session where a uniform task will be assigned to all the volunteers that they have to do as a volunteering, which will be done after this session. So yeah, can I have all the volunteers to please turn their cameras on so where we can start with the activity and we felicitate an engaging session. All the volunteers, please, quickly. Okay, great. Aarti, Ankita, Samruddhi, Hemashri. Awesome. Yeah. And make sure you keep your cameras on in the breakout rooms as well. Okay. Saloni, I request you to please move all our NGO partners first in the breakout rooms. After that, we will start assigning volunteers So
Yes.
and you just have to accept the invitation and go in the room. So just allow us 1 minute and we will be successfully allocating all of you.
So I will receive a pop-up, so please just accept that.
किसका बेटा
I guess all the NGOs have been assigned.
Yeah. We'll also have to allocate Yogesh. Yogesh, can you please rename yourself as Sarva? Okay. Saloni, now we can start allocating the volunteers in the respective rooms. Just a quick instruction for the volunteers. Please note, the NGOs that has been assigned to you in the breakout room. In case you get dropped off and you come back, you please let us know which NGO were you interacting with. That would be first and foremost thing for you to note. After you have noted the name of the NGO, if in case you drop off, come back, let us know that you were with X NGO and we'll move you to that breakout room only. It's very much important for you. Secondly, make sure that you keep your cameras on and you keep on interacting because we all have joined to create some sort of impact in the society out there. So yeah, I can still see like the volunteers haven't turned their cameras on, so requesting them to do that. We are now moving you to the respective breakout rooms. Interact with the volunteers, the fellow volunteers as well as the NGO representatives. So all the best.
Yes, so now all the volunteers will receive pop-ups, so please just wait.
कसली मीटिंग है ड्रॉप आउट होऊन जाणार मीटिंग आहे आमची कॉलेज मीटिंग
Okay, the volunteers can accept the request, please.
Hello. Good morning.
Hi, Nikhil. Nikhil, can
Hello.
you Nikhil, can you please rename yourself as Nikhil underscore VOL? I'm Nikhil Shaw underscore VOL. Okay, all the volunteers, can you please accept the pop-up and join in the session, please? Gauri, we have already allocated you. Have you not received the request?
No, I did not get any pop-up till now.
Wait a second. No problem, Gauri. I'll reassign you. We sent you to room 4. Don't accept the request. I'll tell you when to accept it. Huh? 1 second. Okay. Gauri, you must have received the request for room 4. Yeah. Okay. Aksa, can you hear us? Okay. Saloni, I'll just go in the other rooms and we'll start with the session. In case someone else joins in, just move them. You are on mute, Saloni.
See, in all the rooms there are one NGO, so you can also just check if everyone is.
Yes. They all have. I'll just quickly go through all the rooms.
Yes. If you feel there are more volunteers in any other room, just let me know. I will move them.
Oh, I think Ketki is from Sarva, so we'll have to move
Hello.
Ketki.
Okay.
Room 9. Ketki from room 9.
Actually,
Okay.
I'm from.
Which one should I?
I was joined room number 1. So can you just connect me there?
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Where is Yogesh? Arpit, do you know where is Yogesh? I
No.
cannot see.
1 second, let me see.
Arpit, do you know where is Yogesh?
No,
Did
no.
you join?
I got disconnected from my. I just need to go back to the breakout room 7.
Sorry, room number 7.
7, yeah.
Okay, just. So I'm moving Ketki to another room only directly.
Yeah. I mean, I saw all the rooms had the NGO.
Moving to room 2. Then I'm moving volunteers also from.
No.
So she will take the separate session, right?
1 second, let me just check. So, room 1, we have Sparker Change. Room 2, we have Rise India. Room 3, we
Room
have
2
Abundant
is.
Life. And room 4, also Abundant Life. No, wait. Rise India, room 4, Abundant Life. Room 5, we don't have
Sahash.
Room 6, we have Srujna.
Srujna.
Room 7, we have
Humanity.
Room 8, we have Jidnyasa.
Room 9, Healing Dove.
How is this possible? We only have now 9 NGOs. Pariti, Sahas is which room? Wait a second, let me check. Give me a second. 1 second. Cross verify. You can until then move all the volunteers to their respective rooms, please.
But they are coming back to these rooms again. Everyone, please accept the pop-up that you will receive. Krishnaraj Shruti, please accept the pop-up. Amruta, Pooja, please accept the request to join the room.
Okay, we'll have to. I don't think so. Ketki is responding. We have Ketki is in room 2, right?
Yeah, Ketki is with us right now.
Okay. Hi Ketki, can you hear us? We'll have to assign the volunteers and Ketki to room 2.
Yes.
Hi Ketki. I think Yogesh has also left the session. So, Saloni, in case you have Yogesh and Ketki connected, please move them to room 2. And
Then we have to also move
Hi,
volunteers.
Arpit.
I think Ketki, we lost your voice in between. You're trying to reach out.
Yeah. Actually, I was like joining that healing DAO pop-up. So I think it's a wrong window. So have you
Yeah, yeah.
created the Sarva window?
Yes, we have. I think we'll just move you to the room, and
Yeah,
then we'll move
sure.
just a
Room
couple of
2.
volunteers to that
Then,
room.
yes.
Just a sec.
Yeah, so now I have to move.
Yeah. Saloni, move Ketki and one volunteer from the rooms to room 2. And in the meantime, I'll just have a check if all the rooms have started with the activity.
Which room has more
2.
volunteers? I'm just no, which room has more volunteers? I'm just checking that.
This where is your company, this Healing Dog Foundation? Where is it?
So we are based out of Mumbai,
Okay, that's
but
great.
we also work pan India, pan global. A lot of our programs are remote,
Okay.
and
Is there
most of
is
them
any
are
program in
offline.
Kolkata?
Hi, have we not started with the session, Dipali? We can start off with the activity.
Okay.
Yeah. Swapnil, Priyank, Ankita, Jyotsna, and Pooja, can you please turn your cameras on? Thank you,
Can I
Swapnil.
start now?
Yes, Dipali, you can start with the activity. Jyotsna, Ankita, Priyank, and Pooja. I hope I'm audible to you. Awesome. Ankita, Priyank, Pooja, please turn your cameras on. We are starting off with the activity. Dipali, please take it forward from here. And do let me know if you need anything else. Okay?
Can we start now or we have to wait?
No, Dipali, you can start.
Oh, I think मुझे लगा और कुछ बाकी है इसलिए मैं वेट कर रही
No, you can start. In case we have more volunteers, I'll make them join this group.
हूँ. Okay, fine.
In these institutions. Yes. So also these children living in these institutions are not properly equipped with digital, equipments, let's say laptops, tabs, or anything. So there we saw this huge gap, as in students have literally seen,
Resilient. Hi, Arpit. Thanks for joining in.
Hi, Sunil. I was just going through all the breakout rooms to see if everything is going on.
Thank you for doing that. And so I'll just continue. So Srujna, has let's say 3 major projects or rather flagship projects. One is Project Ajivika, where we create these micro production units where we invest in the entire infrastructure, capacity building, domain training, leadership.
Already we have started with the session, right? Akansha, Imran, Aksa, Yuvraj, and then Krishna Raj. Can you please turn your cameras on, guys? We are having a session.
Yeah, we have started right now.
Okay, perfect, Lalvani.
Okay.
Yuvraj, Aksa, Krishna Raj, Akansha, requesting you to please turn your cameras on. Yeah. All right, Lalvani. I'll add more volunteers as and when we have them coming in. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So we have started, as I said, that in 2006, and
And four across four places we have this 30 kids at one place, 25, 45, like this we have. And teaching mostly is done by our volunteers, and the students, they do teaching in
Underprivileged that from children of daily wages, rag pickers, and something like that. So, giving all due respect. So, in one fine day, like I thought, like there's something wrong with this class, but I didn't understand what exactly is happening. So, I thought, like, okay, fine, we need to do something. Then I had this friend of mine.
Hi, Saloni.
Yes.
I can't see the breakout room option.
Hmm?
Got it.
You have to click on more and move it.
That I got. Is Ketki joined from two devices? Ketki, you are showing in.
Yes, Ketki and also Sparker Chain joined from two devices, I guess.
Okay.
But Ketki is in the room.
Room 2, na? All the rooms have started off with the activity. I'm just checking in the room 1 as well. That's the last.
Yeah. I'm
outside. Okay. Any questions about this? I would love to answer of any of the programs. No, if no, then the thumbs up would have.
Our NGO works. You can go to throughout our website sarwa.org, sarwa.org. So you can find more things about us. So what is the reason of
locked out? Sonali, can you hear me?
Yes.
Did you join just right now?
No, I joined first, but I couldn't join because of the network.
May I know you were in which room?
I was not in the room. I couldn't connect because of the network.
Okay, I will reassign you, Sonali, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, you must have received a pop-up, so just join the room.
We have about 4 to 5 volunteers on an average in every room, Saloni.
Yeah.
And the NGOs have started off with the session. Dhaval,
yeah.
Anand, Prateek, which room were you into, guys? Prateek, Anand, and Dhaval, were you into any breakout room earlier?
Hi, I was hi Arpit. So I was in the breakout room 7, and suddenly I got shifted to breakout room 2. Can you put me back in breakout room 7?
No. Vinisha, you have to join breakout room 2 only. It was by mistake, we've sent you to 7. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah, please
Okay.
join breakout room 2 only.
Yeah.
Sure.
Rukaya, Pratik, Dhaval. May I know you were in which room?
Saloni,
Yes.
so you can also just like once all the allocation is done, you can also just move into all the rooms and see.
Yes, yes. Actually, in between, I'm just coming in main session because there are volunteers coming
Yeah.
in.
Okay. Got it. So we
Yeah.
have allocated everyone, and the sessions have started. So it's
Yes.
11:46 right now. 12:30 somewhere they should be here in the main session. Okay.
Okay. For the allocation and everything. With
Yes.
task.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So once 12:30 they are here, I'll just move on to the task part.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm moving to each breakout room, the pop-up again, says recording in progress, recording in progress.
Yeah.
So if
Yes.
you can, also like just go and click a couple of pictures there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hi, Shweta. Can you hear us? Shweta, I hope I'm audible.
Shweta, may I know you were in which room? Okay.
Hi, Priya. Which room were you into?
Sorry, I just joined because I had a breakfast meeting. I've just joined. I don't know which room I'm in.
Okay, no problem.
Hi.
Priya, you joined as a volunteer, right?
That is correct.
Okay, Priya, just give me a second. I'll assign you a breakout room. So basically, we are conducting a knowledge session right now. So I'll just assign you to, let's say, room number 7.
7.
Hi, Sahil. Okay. Hi, Rohit.
You will be onboarded. Of course, I will be doing the same with you on a call. And wherever your questions are there, I would be more than happy to answer you. If what you wanted to actually do doesn't work out, I would still open out the different programs that we are following. So if you are interested in any of those programs, why am I saying this? Because often you all are working professionals and you only have the weekends available. But in weekends, possibly a volunteer is already filled in that space. So I would not be able to give you that space, but I can still open out other options for you in terms of extracurricular or even the FLP program to support the grades 1 to 7. Then we will add you to the volunteer WhatsApp group. We have volunteer WhatsApp groups for all the centers where a common uniform communications happens with all. You wouldn't be disturbed with personal messages, etc. Everything, every query is answered on that particular WhatsApp. Giving you an example, if you join the FLP program, which is supporting the grades 1 to 7, you would be added to that center group itself, where even because certain BMC holidays happen, but our centers are still supporting the students on that day. So your query can come on that, and where everybody gets that advantage कि हाँ चलो आज इस फेस्टिवल की छुट्टी है बट हमारा सेंटर चालू है हमें आना है बच्चों को सपोर्ट करने के लिए, and the children do come because the center is such a safe space for them to be there. We
So this is the Women Skill Development Program. Beauty parlor course, computer classes that we have run in Gujarat, rural areas, and areas where women they can do the skill development and they can earn by themselves. So I would like you also suggest me few things that how we can improve like women empowerment.
Okay, just checking. Aarti, Snehal, Vinisha, Anand, I hope you all are there with us.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Aarti, Snehal, and Vinisha.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
Vinisha.
perfect.
Of 2 lakh rupees. But through government scholarship, they got approximately 65,000 rupees back. I still remember the father once they got the scholarship amount, the father coming to us and he was crying that the 65,000, then it would take him approximately a year to earn that money. And this Ghulam Moin, he still volunteers with us and he teaches. So what we asked him is like, we don't want you to come to us, but you come, you go to the community where you stay, you at least teach 5 students out there. So right now he teaches 25 students in his own area and things are going good right now. So he's on his own right now. And similarly, we have supporters who has been funding us, who has been guiding us with their knowledge and everything. We have from this Mr. Karan Desai, who is an NRI who has been supporting for a very long time. And in Bihar, we have this university, Central University of South Bihar, and Reliance has been a good partner in skill development, so training and all that stuff. We praise them in Reliance, and we have been part of their POSH committee, which is prevention of sexual harassment at workplace. So we have been there as an external member out there. Ankur is one of the vital projects which we do. What is Ankur basically? I'm sure people of Maharashtra would understand much better. We have in Maharashtra, we have this drought prone areas, but the government not, they don't declare it because there are other compliance, other issues. So, but there are places where people walk for miles just to get one pot of water, and like one pot of water continues for 3 days. And we have been working in such districts for for a good amount of years, and we have.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you can continue.
Okay, so anyone
How
else
does
who want? Yes, please
how
go
does the
ahead.
Miyawaki method works? Like how and how is the implementation of it? How's the response of it? Are the sapling or trees able to like still be there? I don't know how to articulate it better, but how do you guys go
I
around and
understand.
do that?
Okay, so Miyawaki first project we did 15th August last year. Okay, so it's been like 6 to 8 months, and the plants there have actually grown. So like in a very small area, we are planting huge number of saplings. So any which way is like 80% will only survive, 20% are not going to survive. But for that, if I could have shared a photo, then you could have understood better, like how does
I'm
it
going
look.
to go and check
So
it out for sure.
yes, yes. We have a whole YouTube video also on our channel explaining how we did it, and because we document it. First organization we do, then the second one needs to understand now what we are going to create in their campus. How is it going to look? So it's a very different method. It started in Japan. It was invented by a Japanese botanist, and in a very small area, a lot of in a if like you see in a park, you don't need like much space for that, but it looks like a small forest and the whole ecosystem develops there. And till now, that was a first project. Only 6 months have gone by, and the plants are growing normally. 80% there, I think 90% have survived, but in the coming days, maybe more 10% will die down. But 70 to 80% for sure they survive, and it looks really nice. And because in an urban area, we cannot get so much space to plant, like currently last Sunday only we did in Namami Gange STP plant. It is a sewage treatment plant, so they have huge land there also, and it's already very green. Those plants and everything, government buildings and everything, campuses are really green. So there also we planted 200 saplings, and it took us 3-4 hours to do everything. 3-4 hours was the work of the volunteers, when volunteers joined and they did everything. So in the Miyawaki plantation, you really have to take care of the soil preparation, because the soil, you need to put compost also there. It's not like how we plant on a garden. So the
For the awareness programs to the people, so that where they can call for the ambulance, for if any injured animals they can find in their locations. So these are the cruel acts which is uh, decided by the government. These are the laws, prevention laws. And in human rights and humanity, these are the SDGs. And here the same thing for the children, poor, and old citizens. We don't have old age homes, but we just guide them and try to help them that they uh, can reach to the district government old age homes, which is provided by the government in each district. So these are the, on the child labor day, we give the awareness to the not only children as well as to their parents, that they don't send for child means labor. They don't force them for labor. So and forcing is an illegal act. So we just aware them with the different themes, whatever the decided by the.
All were in the same room.
No, all of them weren't.
Okay. So Arpit, Spark a Change room, they are completed with the knowledge session. So they have moved to the main room.
Oh, okay, okay. Hi, Manjula. Are you here with us?
I guess for some reason she's not able to hear my voice, so
No,
she
no
had
problem.
something to say.
Manjula, can you hear us? Okay. Saloni, just give a call to Manjula.
Yeah, she actually replied me in the chat box. Few volunteers were not able to hear me, so it was mainly sign language with very few queries in chat box, is what she mentioned.
Okay, all right. No, just a second. Let me just check. Okay, perfect. So we had Abhishek, we had Khushi, Sharvari, Shiba. So do we have them right now here with us? Abhishek, Khushi, Sharvari, and Shiba.
Shraddha and Shubham, may I know you all been in which room?
We were in the same rooms. Room number 1.
No, Shraddha and Shubham.
Saloni, can you just do one thing, please? Can you move all the participants of number 1? I'll take the session forward there.
Okay.
Abhishek, Khushi, Sharvari, and Shiba, you will receive a joining request for a random room. Don't accept that. And then you receive a request for room number 1 again. So accept and join me in the room number 1. I'll take it forward from there.
Yeah.
You will receive 2 requests. Don't accept the first one, but the second one. 1 second.
Arpit, you are doing assigning? Okay.
I have moved all of them to room 10 now. I hope you guys have received the request for room 10. Yeah, now accept that. You can do this. Please accept. Saloni, room number 1 is empty.
Yes.
Manjula.
I guess I have people moving out of the rooms.
Parudipya.
Do you all want us to go to another room?
Yes, Manjula, I have moved. I think we weren't able to get in touch with you. So we moved all the volunteers because they were in the main session. All of them have now mobilized to room number 10. So I'm hoping you have got the request for room 10, Manjula.
Yeah, I did, but we were able to do our presentation with the volunteers. I mentioned to Saloni also. With that group of students. I think some of them couldn't hear me at all, Shruti and all of them, but others were with me. So do you want me to do it again with the volunteers?
No. You can join the room number 10 again. I'll also come there, and then we'll just conclude with the session there in room number 10.
Hello,
Okay,
Arpit, I
I'm
didn't
joining
got,
room 10.
I didn't get the request.
Yes, Abhishek, please tell.
I didn't get the request for the room number.
1 second, Abhishek. I'll do it right away. No, I moved you. Wait a second. Don't accept. Have done it right now.
The room number 6 where Srujna, okay, I guess they have also completed.
Hi, Sunil. Have you completed the session?
Yes, we completed it, and we all came back to the main room as well.
Okay. Because Sunil, okay, 1 second. So can we move Saloni? Let's just move room number 6 participant to room number 10, where I'll do the conclusion for both the NGOs again. So Akhila,
Okay.
Teresa, and Punya, now you will receive a request for number 10. Please accept that.
Arpit, can you move me?
We had
Room number 10.
the room number 6 meeting. We were with Sunil sir.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yes, Teresa, you will also receive a pop-up. Just join the room number 10. You will meet Sunil sir over there.
No, ma'am. Sorry. Okay. Just can you send me the meeting room again?
Yes, I have already. So you can just accept.
Okay.
Sahil, Shubham.
Sahil, Shubham.
Which room were you in?
Sahil, you were in which room? Room 1. That is what Sparker change. Then I will move you to room number 10 then.
Yeah, move it. Sparker change and then. So 1 and 6.
Saloni, can you move me also to room number 10?
Yes, you must have already received a request because over here it seems.
Okay, no problem. I'll do it again. May I know the name? I'll mobilize.
This Sparker change NGO. I guess there are two.
Sparker change NGO, yes.
Okay. We'll do it right away. Just a second. Don't accept for the 11. I'm sending you the 10. Done. Okay, Saloni, I'm
Punya,
going.
Megha, Shubham, Lakshmi, may I know you all in which room? Punya, you are on mute.
Yeah, the discussion got over, so everybody decided to come to the common meeting room.
Which room? Even which NGO?
Okay, just Sunil sir,
Okay, Jignasa.
Srujana
Okay.
organization. Yeah.
Okay. So I will move her to the
10.
room number 10.
Saloni, whenever the session is over, move everyone to room number 10 where I will be, concluding the activity. So I'm moving to room number 10.
Okay.
Livelihood. So Srujna is a 13-year-old organization which started working with rescued victims of trafficking by creating small income generating opportunities for them through exhibitions, by teaching them vocations, small products and all. Then over the years, it spread across communities, catering to all kinds of women, especially the ones who have time poverty, who have domestic responsibilities, patriarchy, and they cannot access avenues of income or jobs or anything. So we create micro production units, either they are tailoring units or food making units, food products or handicrafts or something else. And these women can come at these centers according to the time available to them, from children going school to coming back, or after caregiving to the seniors in the home. So how many of hours that they have free, they can come and work in flexible times and earn a regular income which can add to the income of the family through husband or other things. So this is what we do, and our area of impact is like we provide the complete infrastructure, capacity building, domain training, and eventually market linkage. And at the last, we do leadership programs where leaders are chosen from these units or from the community, who are coached over a period of time to become leaders and take it forward. So they can come up with different ideas of themselves. Some involved into financial literacy of the community, some do community work, some do projects with the panchayat or become entrepreneurs themselves. So major projects being Project Maitri, which is distribution of reusable sanitary pads to tribal areas and distant villages. Financial literacy is Project Lakshmi, where we have already run it for 100,000 plus women. And Ajivika, that is livelihood project, which we do. So this is what we do, muta. So I would like to hear from others. I already spoke to Punya and Teresa. So yeah, so the area of where we seek volunteers is training, in local languages like Bengali or Tamil for train the trainers, because there is a language barrier over there and sometimes training becomes difficult. And to get volunteers proficient in that language is an issue. Second is tech platform, which we already have. We have LMS, learning management system. We have major data collection and studying on Zoho, creator and analytics, where we seek volunteers to create different kinds of dashboards and statistics, and website management and social media. So these are the areas where we are seeking volunteers. So anybody interested, you can definitely let us know.
Thank you so much, Sunil. So, we observed that, since parallelly, nine total different NGOs are conducting this session. So I was going through, each breakout room to breakout room to see how it was going. So, some really had a faster pace and were able to. So I think Srujana Charitable Trust and Sparka Change are the ones, who completed it. The rest are still doing it. So then we decided, okay, then whoever now it gets done with the session, since we have to keep it going for like what we are planning until 12:30, more 20 minutes to go. So then we are now combining different NGOs so that we can have an interaction with the other NGOs as well. So I'm pretty much sure that Manjula got to know more about Srujana Charitable Trust as well. I think Manjula, you're on mute.
Yeah, I really absorbed what you are doing. Congratulations on what you are doing. And something new for me to learn. So, yeah. So just to, can I just brief them what we are doing, because there are many new faces on this group. I will just share my screen to just tell you. Firstly, we are the NGO is called Sparkle Change Foundation. We are into the educative field of supporting students to go to various BMC schools, government schools, because we believe that empowering these children is their right to get the best education. So when we are talking about supporting them at our centers, we are not talking about giving them rote learning or doing the textbook learning. We are bridging the learning gap that has been created mainly by the pandemic and otherwise. Because many of our learners, they are first-time learners in school. Their family members may not have gone to school, so we are there for them. And we have opened up certain centers which cater to certain grade groups. We have centers which cater to grade 1 to 7. We have centers which cater to grade 8 to 12. Of course, both the programs happen differently because the 1 to 7 program is a FLP program, a foundational learning program, where the basics are touched upon before they can be moved into the mainstream. And the 8 to 12, of course, because we are preparing them for the board, we are following their textbook and curriculum so that they are supported in terms of whatever difficulties and the portion which they want themselves to be, more efficient and proficient in. So that is what we do. But where do we require your support is what I'm going to share my screen with you. And I hope my screen is visible. Yes, no. Try again. Yeah. So our keywords to our foundation is educate, encourage, empower, and then make them excel. And we are educating them for change. Where is the space where volunteers can pitch in and help us? These are our programs that we are running at present. One is the Invictus preschool program. It's a preschool that Sparkle Change is managing, and it looks across at children right from nursery to senior KG. And this other different space where volunteers can help us: art, craft, music, dance, yoga, sports. So it's not talking about only academics, it's talking about the all-round development of a child in the preschool stage, where we have a lot of collection drives, festival celebration. When I'm talking of collection drives, I'm talking of books and stationery that they definitely require throughout the year. Then I'm speaking about grades 1 to 7, the FLB program. Yes, we need teaching support for subjects of English and math. We dedicated these centers towards these two subjects mainly because we believe if they are proficient in these subjects, then automatically the EVS science and all will automatically follow because their understanding of these subjects is a major concern with them. Besides that, we have extracurricular activities, art, craft, music and dance, yoga and sports, which happen during the weekends. So Mondays to Fridays are dedicated to the academics, and the weekends are dedicated to the various other programs of life skills, etc. The board ready program, as I spoke to you, grades 8 to 12, teaching the HSC as well as the SSC subjects, and here are all the subjects we would like to help the kids out with. So if you are a graduate, a professional who would like to take up any particular subject, please pitch it with us, and we would love to have you on a weekday or a weekend according to the timings that you are available. The youth empowerment program, college students who come to us, we would like them to be more proficient with life skills, whether it's digital, financial literacy, vocational skills, counseling, employability skills. practically know they are going to be going into the real world eventually. It's just not the theory and the books that are going to help them. So that is where the one-on-one mentoring helps to guide them in various ways to take that step.
Hi, Hepzibah.
Hi,
Like, I'm moving her to room number 10 only.
Perfect. So, Hepzibah, since like I messaged in the group also, a couple of NGOs have already completed the session. So, very
Okay.
promptly we decided to have a collective session where yeah, all the NGOs can get to know more about the NGOs. So, we will be doing it until 12:30. So, more 15 minutes to go on. We'll be moving you and the volunteers to room 10.
Okay.
That these are the volunteers and NGOs who have completed the session.
Okay, great.
There's going to be a collective session between all of us, and it will go until 12:30, and then we will start with the conclusion of the activity in room 10 itself.
Okay, good. Yes.
Saloni, please move them to room 10.
Yeah, I have already. Just accept the request. Prachi, even I have moved you. Wait.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, you must have received the pop-up. Just accept to join. Dhaval, may I know you were in which room?
Oh, I haven't allotted though.
So you
Yet.
joined recently.
Yeah, actually I joined recently, but I was not aware like what is happening.
Your voice is not audible.
Amazing feedback from all the principals from all the 7 schools that we have been supporting as of now and managing for that matter. So this is all about what we need all our volunteers to support us with. They will start sharing. On our web page, there is a Google form which you can fill in to volunteer. And as the volunteer manager, I will take your response forward by a one-on-one conversation with you. And yes, we begin our journey together then. So that's it from Sparkling Foundation. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you so much, Manjula, and thank you so much, Sunil, also. As I was stating in the beginning, we have two more NGOs who have joined us in this collective discussion. We have Humanity Uplifting Mankind, as well as we have Jidnyasa Charitable Trust also. So just to quickly reiterate what we are having here to all our volunteers also, since we have already completed our respective session with our respective NGO partners in the breakout room, we all have assembled here for like a collective session where we get to know more about other NGOs also. I mean, not in a very detailed way, but in a nutshell as to what the NGOs are doing. So I think we have done with Spark a Change. Perfect. Done. We have done with Srujna Charitable Trust also. So Hepzibah, let's start with Humanity Uplifting Mankind. We have a different faces also here, so you can orient them in a short whatever you did in the previous breakout room, and simultaneously requesting all the volunteers, if I see you have turned your cameras off, if you can turn your cameras on, we'll start. Priya, Anand, Aarti, Amu. Come on, guys, let's have a interactive session. Feel free to hit up any questions that gets into your mind. Let us know. Sure, Hepzibah, you can take it forward.
Yes. I'll share my screen. Just give me a minute. Yes, to just give a brief about humanity, I just think I'll quickly pass on to the main part. So, we humanity we work with the children in the childcare institution. Okay. So, I think someone else's mic is on. I can just hear my voice. Okay.
Think it's proper now?
Okay. I think, yeah, it's good now. So when we are talking about the children in the childcare institutions, these children are from different backgrounds. As I mentioned, they are orphans, semi-orphans with single parents, and from sexually abused, situations or backgrounds, who are victims of child marriage and different other situations. So these are the children that live in these childcare institutions, and yes, so we work for these children. We work to provide the holistic development, and it's the same thing when I'm talking about the holistic development. It's not just the education that we are focused on, but then we are uh, focusing on different aspects, as in develop their physical, intellectual, cognitive, and emotional abilities in these children. So right now we are monitoring online in Hyderabad and offline in Vizag. So when I'm saying online, we are focused on to the curriculum support program, and this program, it focuses on the bridging the gap that has raised that has spreaded after COVID, that we can see, because as most of these children, they go to the government schools, they are not properly equipped with digital tools to have the education system going on for them, and that's where they have fall shortened with the foundations that are required for them to appear in the higher grades. So that's where humanity has observed this, and finally we thought we have to ensure the digitalization should occur in all these childcare institutions. So with the help of our social venture partners, we have successfully installed the systems, and with high speed internet and other requirements that are required for the online classes to go on. And we operate mostly through a voluntary operating model, wherein we recruit volunteers from colleges, from IT companies, and through ConnectFor we do get the volunteers that help us in taking the program forward. So as you can see here, the problem statement, the impact of COVID and the urgent requirements that we see is the digital gap, particularly impacting vulnerable groups like children in the childcare institutions, deprived children in CCI learning opportunities, and disadvantage in accessing remote learning. And bridging the gap, digital gap, was crucial to ensure continuity of education and mitigate learning needs. So the proposed solutions we came after this is digitalizing the CCIs and the internet access. So this is by installing the systems, as I mentioned before, and weekly online classes. We ensure that online classes are happening from Monday to Friday in the evening hours through the teaching volunteers. And right now we are focused on to the 8th, 9th, and 10th grade, because most of these students lack the foundations that are meant to be taught in 6th, 7th, or 5th grades. Because of COVID, they never got the chance to go through the academic curriculum that they should have. So we are focusing on bridging those foundations as well as moving forward with their academic curriculum, ensuring that these students can at least should score minimum pass percentage to get into the higher grades now. And yes, we are also calculating or assessing the impact through these online classes through assignment assessments, closely monitoring the every child in the childcare institutions. And yes, I think I can show. So why is it an voluntary operating model? It's cost driven, because most of the volunteers that sign up, they have this ownership sense of responsibility that they show, and that keeps the organization, the cause, and the programs keep going forward. And yes, it also creates leadership opportunities or roles for the volunteers also who are interested to contribute more, and then upskill them in a way, and show their enhance their leadership qualities. And yes, we do have a recruitment process. We do have campaigning process, and we recruit one volunteer for every five applicants. We do have the interviews that happen after the recruitment. We do have our own training strategies and sensitization sessions for the volunteers that are recruited, because we feel when we are sending them to the children, there are certain things that are to be checked, or that are kept well aware by the volunteers, ensuring that the basic protocols are maintained. And yes, we require 1 year time commitment from each and every volunteers, and the weekly time commitment is 5 to 7 hours. Because when we are allocating the volunteers to the students, they kind of have this bonding with this volunteer. So when we change the volunteers frequently, they kind of lose the trust, and it takes more time to again rebuild that trust or bond with new volunteers. So we don't change or shift the volunteers every now and then. We just make sure we are dedicating one volunteer to every 5 children, and that goes for a year at least. And yes, talking about the ongoing curriculum support program, this is the active program that is being mainly focused on to, apart from the other programs. And as I mentioned, curriculum support program is the same as their academics, but then giving them the extra support, extra need or attention that is required for each and every child. So we are promoting or executing online teaching, e-learning models for education, and providing dedicated after school support through the year of for 2 curriculum subjects that is focused on to the basics like maths and science throughout the year. But when the examinations are near, we are also trying to help them with the other subjects also. And yes, the program specifics are, it's an online 5 hours online class, and we do have class plans and impact trackers for each class that are submitted by the volunteers. So before class, they have to submit the class plan, and after the class, they have to fill in the impact tracker, giving the specifics of the class and the assignments that are given. In this way, we monitor and track each and every class and ensure that's going in a particular strategy or in a planned way. And we also promote activity based learning, so we try to make it as interesting as the students to think in a different way, and also put in their interest, because these are online classes. It is really hard for them to be attentive throughout the session. So yes. And we also do have these weekly monitoring calls with the volunteers who are taking these classes. We ensure the classes are pre-planned, and any issues faced by the volunteers also be addressed. And mostly it's because we want everyone to be on the same page, understanding what's going on and how can we do better with each class and each day. And yes, we also track or record the impact that are created by these classes through baseline or midline or endline assessments that we conduct for all the children in the childcare institutions. And if I'm talking about impact so far, 281 children across 5 childcare institutions initiated into online learning. And then we deliver overall 120 online classes per month. Overall, 1,000 hours dedicated since October 22. That's when we scaled our online operations, and directly benefiting 400 children from 6 childcare institutions. And yes, these are the beautiful testimonies that we got from one of the childcare authority, where she was really happy about the online classes, which they thought it would never work in a positive way, but then they did. And it's a really good thing for us. And one of our student, he topped his school in the board examinations last year. And yes, this is about the work we do. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Hepzibah. I mean, that's really a commendable work, and keep it going. I think we have pretty much, the initial plan was to collect everyone, like assemble in the main session, but seems like all of us are here. We just have Rise India Foundation, who is still, concluding their part. So we'll wait for additional 5 minutes for them also to join here. But I think, we also have Jitnyasa Charitable Trust again, who have joined us in this session. Then I think, let me just check. We also have Swati as well here. Hi, Swati. I hope I'm audible. Hi, Dipali. Are you both with us?
Yes, Arpit.
Yeah. So Dipali and Swati, since you just joined in, I would like to tell. So we were just having a collective session with all our NGO partners and all our volunteers as well. Like apart from whatever session you took in the breakout room, if there is something in specific, in general, like a key pointers, that you want to share about your particular organization. So let's say Dipali, you want to share about, in a nutshell, what Jidnyasa organization is doing, or Swati, what Abundant Life Foundation is doing, because we have the NGO partners and the volunteers together. So now I think, we still have more 5-10 minutes where we can spend this time and let all the stakeholders know. So Swati, let's go with you. I mean, if you want, you can present your PPT. If you want to say verbally, you can do that also. A couple of things that the NGO is doing today.
Okay, I'll share it verbally only. So, hello everyone. It's so nice to meet all of you. And I'm Swati from Abundant Life Foundation. And Abundant Life Foundation was incorporated in the year 2020. So we have completed 4 years this month only. And we have been actively working in 3 sectors: health, environment, and health. And animal welfare, we are trying to find our feet. So we are collaborating with a fellow NGOs to find out how we can be of help in this sector and everything. And in the education, like very basic, we are teaching the kids, low income, underprivileged kids. Till now, we have enrolled 105 kids with us. And since last 1 year, we have been teaching them daily. And before that, it was like a weekly classes for them. And all the 105 kids, so 50% kids are going to some school, low income private school, and 50% they are not able to afford going to any school. And we are based out of Patna, Bihar. We have 3 chapters, functional chapters in Ranchi, Varanasi, and Delhi NCR. So in Patna, Bihar, the government school system and the Anganwadi system is also not so developed. So basically, those 50% students, they are not going to any government school. Even if they are going, they're not like learning anything. They are just going for the midday meal scheme and everything. So these are the students we have. And for the students who are going to low middle income school, actually, we got to know that the teaching quality is really poor, really bad over there. And their parents, those who are going to school, they have double income parents, like the mother are working as house help and their fathers are working like auto rickshaw driver or greengrocer, something like this. So they want their children to study. So they are working really hard and they are sending them to the schools who are charging also exorbitantly high for a very poor person. And some of the like parents are also sending them to tuitions. Okay. And the teachers are also charging a lot from them, and the quality of education that they're giving is not up to the mark. Like if you ever get to like, I think like most everyone is working with the children, so you obviously know that what kind of education they're getting. They cannot pronounce, they just don't know, and they find study so tough. Everything they find so tough. Actually, it is not very tough if your basics are good. So more than focusing on their education, we are focusing on their personality development and things. So they are able to explore if they're good at dance or arts or sports, yoga. So we keep on conducting these like every weekend. Every week we have one session like these. So the kids are coming to us, they are interacting, they are sharing whatever is going on in their life at their home. And whether they want to study, if they don't want to study, why they don't want to study, and things like that. So in the education sector, we work in this way. We are not focusing very much on their curriculum or anything like that. We just want them to be comfortable and find out what they really want to do in their life, whatever stream they want to pursue, whatever other thing they want to do, and we are just helping them with that. And in the environment sector, so in the environment sector, we are working for this clean Ganga. Like Patna is situated on the bank of river Ganga, and everyone like know that how much our beach and rivers, everything is polluted. So we were doing Ganga cleanup drives, which was very popular. I think which is still very popular, beach cleanup drives and Ganga cleanup drive. So we also started with that. We did not have so much experience, so we started with that, but 2 years down the line, we realized that's not the solution, that gathering, mobilizing people and just collecting waste and then dumping it in the PMC dump yard. And, in our state, the dump yard and everything also, they're not recycling and things like that. So our state is actually, you must be knowing only that Bihar is a very backward state. So these things are actually there. So then we decided that we have to work towards, more, like first segregating the waste and then reusing the waste. Like dry waste, we can recycle them, whatever we can recycle out of them. And for wet waste, we can compost, we can make a compost, we can make manure out of it. So we started doing this, and our first project is underway in NIT Patna campus. We are working to make it a zero waste campus. We are actually learning, in a way. I cannot like tell you that I don't have like very like experienced story to tell you that we have achieved this and everything. That's our first project in this sector. So we are doing, and in that we are also conducting awareness session with the students, like how they should minimize the wasteful consumption. They can obviously do that. Otherwise, little bit waste is going to come out. We cannot bring it to 0%. Some waste is going to come out. So we are doing that. And in the environment sector also, plantation also, when we started, we were planting saplings everywhere around the road and in the parks. Typical things I think you must have heard, like very new NGO they do. So we were also doing that, and then we realized like you plant a sapling and after 2 months they just die down because by the side of a road no one is going to care for it. So in that also we learned so much, and now we are planting this sapling only, plantation drives, but through a new method, that's a Miyawaki method. Our Prime Minister promoted this method. It's like basically creating an urban forest, and we are undertaking that in government lands, like government offices and everything. They have huge lands there. They have huge campus area over there in the government colleges also. So in those campuses, we have been doing our third project. We have completed this last Sunday only. We did in Namami Gange, Beur, STP, sewage treatment plant campus. They had a huge campus, very green also. So they had so much land. So we collaborated with them and we planted 200 saplings over there. And in the health sector is actually very much integrated with the education sector, because those students only whom we teach and their parents, we try to conduct, we keep on conducting like regular health checkup, dental health checkup, like health and hygiene awareness session, wash method session and everything for those students and their parents, also population control method checkup. All that because they really understand when these things are articulated through a doctor. Like if we go and tell them, they're like, okay, it's okay, but when a doctor comes in the picture, then they really want to listen to them. And blood donation drive is one thing that we have been conducting every 3 months. We ask our friends and family members, and now we have expanded a bit because their friends and everyone are coming forward for blood donation drive and everything. And because what we learned, that so many people want to do this, but there's so many myths and assumptions about these. There's so less awareness, especially in our city. So many people want, but they just don't know like how to approach, is it healthy, and whether they should do it regularly and all. So there were so many dilemmas on their end. So we have been conducting, and in the intervening 3 month period, we keep on getting calls from the hospitals and everything whenever there's an urgent need of blood. And through the blood bank whom we donate, we connect those people. And the animal welfare sector, where we really want to work, right now what we have been doing there, like stray feeding drive. In a week, 3-4 stray feeding drive we do. And through the other NGOs who are actively working in this sector, whenever wherever we need any rescue help or everything, we just coordinate with them. And we like mediator work we are basically doing. In that, we plan on having our own animal shelter, animal care shelter, but we have to work a lot in that sector because we don't have so much experience. And in Bihar, in our city, Patna, there are just 3-4 NGOs also who are working for animal welfare, and there are hardly 2-3 these shelter homes. So we want to expand in this. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Swati. I mean, initially, when I was like moving from breakout room to breakout room, so I was able to, to pick up a couple of things, that all the NGOs were doing, but then I had to move to the different breakout room and then I usually lost. But then this entire session, we knew that you oriented us, I was able to understand more about Abundant Life Foundation, and so what was with the other NGOs as well. And I'm pretty much sure if I can relate everything that is going around, if I can like jot down the important pointers from today's session, the volunteers would have been able to do that as well. So yeah, I mean it's already 12:40. We joined in at, I mean, we are already more than 1.5 hour session is over. I'm pretty much sure that the volunteers have taken in great inputs from the session, because you all have done like a commendable job. While I was like, this is my experience, I'm sharing that while I was moving from breakout room to breakout room, I was seeing that, how involved we all were, all the organizations were putting in their points. So yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, when it's an in-person meeting, we usually give a round of applause to everyone for doing this. Yeah. So let's move to the volunteers and see one thing that is a key takeaway from them from this session. I mean, we are yet to jump on the task allocation bit. That will not take more than 5-10 minutes to the volunteers. But before that, we would like to hear from our volunteers as well. So let's keep the platform open to everyone. The volunteers who have joined in for various sessions, either in the breakout rooms with their respective NGOs or who joined us for this collective session, it's now your time to tell us a couple of new things, that you took as a learning from today's session. So let's start with Gauri. Gauri, it can be anything, okay, whatever you took from the session.
Yeah, so I was in the NGO, I was with the NGO of Abundant Life Foundation, and they told me about this one method of plantation, which was Mia cow, if I'm not wrong. So this was really interesting for me because it was a new thing for me to learn about, and I will, after this meeting also, I will search more about this method and know about it.
Oh, thanks a lot, Gauri. Okay, Priya. Priya, can you share a few thoughts of yours about today's activity?
So there are a couple of things that I want to share. Firstly, I've never been in something like this where there are breakout rooms, and then so I think the format itself, maybe it's not new to everybody else, but certainly new to me, very unique. And I think the fact that you're doing this with a whole lot of foundations itself is remarkable. Honestly, I mean, it allows the platform allows you to learn so much about other people's work, and then where can you contribute. The breakout session that I joined really had there is the NGO in Hyderabad that's trying to do a lot of work with children who are who don't have the kind of what can I say, environment ecosystem to actually learn, and therefore there's a huge amount of work getting done. From a volunteering perspective, what we agreed, or at least what I agreed with the presenter, was the fact that we could raise. I mean, all of us work together to raise each other's profiles. So when there's an event which has happened, which has had a lot of impact, then we try and sort of build that up so that it can result in more people becoming aware of the work of specific NGOs, especially the NGOs that are doing this kind of work with children. Thirdly, I think each of us at the end of this will identify potentially areas in which we could work. For example, if somebody asked me to be a volunteer for 4 hours, it would be impossible. But I might be able to work on something else in relation to that particular NGO. And what I did offer up was working with the NGO to see if there is any capacity building that we can help with for the NGO itself, rather than volunteering for their activities. Even these, as you're aware, these are little different things. So I think this is a remarkable way of getting to know people and then trying to understand what would be the most meaningful contribution we can make. Thanks, Arpit.
Thank you so much, Priya. I mean, it's wonderful that you took so many key takeaways, and I'm hoping all of our volunteers have been through the same phase where they have learned new things and are looking forward, to take these learnings and implement them in their daily lives. Because as a whole, when we work together towards the development of the community sector, we'll be able to bring a huge impact out there. But yeah, thanks a lot, Priya. We also have Sharwani with us. Sharwani, anything that you would like to add from your session? How was it? How did it go?
It was really nice. It was a really interactive session. Swati from Abundant Life Foundation told us about. Also, I learned like there could be a lot of things. How she mentioned that they were doing waste segregation, but then they had to improvise on it, understand that it was not working out what was their original plan to do. So they went around to segregate it. Initially, how she mentioned, they were just giving it to the municipal corporation, but the purpose was defeated. So now they're learning. So how do you try and you improvise on that? So yeah, like very, very nice, very fun.
Okay, thanks a lot, Sharwani. Okay,
Thank
Neil
you.
Kamal, how about you? How was your session?
Yes, it was very informative, and the session was also interactive. And I got to know what are the struggles which even NGOs face, how we overcome those problems. And I also think that we should do this type of social activities because I think it is our main purpose of our life. The by giving something to society. Yes.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Neil Kamal. So, with that being said, we come to the end of today's meeting, which brings us to the volunteering element. Now that the entire knowledge session is over, I mean, we can keep this going on and on and on, and the learnings and the session will never get over. But in the interest of time, let's conclude this activity with the volunteering tasks. So a couple of volunteers had to leave the session in between, but they will definitely be completing their part. As well as there were a couple of volunteers, who couldn't join us today because of whatsoever reason. But this platform will be open for them as well to contribute even after they weren't a part of the session. Related details will be shared with them so that they can go through it in the free time and volunteer as a part of their volunteering journey. So coming to all the volunteers, I'm hoping you all are there with us. We have yet another 12 minutes with us. So if you can turn your cameras on.
All the
Please.
volunteers, please switch on the cameras.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So now let's come back at what you have to do after the knowledge session. So as it was instructed to you, this World NGO Day, we are trying to promote the work of all the NGO partners who are working across different cause verticals, who are trying to bring impact into the society we all live in. So as an individual, what we can do, we can promote their work. Okay. Because we all have a circle. Let's say one of us have like a circle of, let's say 10 people, 10 of us will have reach of 100 people. So let's promote their work. Now, social media being one of the booming technology of today, and since we all are in the younger generation, we all have an easy access to the social media. So we thought, okay, let's take social media as one of the platform that we can use to promote the work of all our top NGO partners and the others also. So what you will be doing, of course, right after this meeting, a mail will be shared to each one of you. Please go through that email because it will have all the steps, all the specifics that you have to do after this session. But I would just like to reiterate in front of all of you. So a drive link will be shared with you. Okay. You have to open the drive. That's first part. Second, you will see we have listed all the NGO partners who have been part of today's session. So we are not restricting you that you only have to pick the NGO with whom you are a part of the session. But if you want to go beyond and, contribute for multiple NGOs, you will have access to those elements as well. So the folders are there. Open the folder. In the folder, you will be able to see some creatives, some videos, a PPT, documents, links, forms, and whatnot. So you can see it as a holistic folder that has a lot of details about the respective NGOs. Now you will refer to them and you will, let's say, I'll take an example of a creative. You will take that creative, and what we request you to do, you have to post it on your social media. So when I say social media, I'm not restricting it to only Instagram, but you can use your WhatsApp as well. Instagram, of course, LinkedIn profile, Facebook, or any other, let's say, some of us are bloggers also, who blog on a daily basis. So you can use your blog site as well. And if you are into podcast, you can talk about it. So use the digital platform, use these creatives. We also have videos, so you can use the video to post a reel. Then we have different links, the handles, credentials of the respective NGOs. Use them as a direct CTA into that, and post a reel, maybe a story is something that we are keeping mandatory to all of you. Upload a story for all the NGOs. Post, or maybe send out a reel, so that we reach out to multiple people out there who maybe might not have been able to join us for this session today, but at least if they see your post, if they see your stories, if they see your reel, they'll get to know more about these NGOs, and they will directly reach out to them, because you will be adding the CTA to it. So don't forget to add, the NGO's contact, credentials, Instagram handle, tag them in your post, because only then, let's say I, for example, see your post, but I don't know, I'm interested, but I don't know who to reach out to, then it makes no point. So make sure while you are uploading the reel, the post, or whatever story, the caption specifies the name of the NGO, the about of the NGO. And how will you get these details? It's readily available on the creative. It is there in the videos. In case it is not there, there's a presentation as well in the folder that you can refer to. Please don't modify the content, but it is only for your reference. Refer to it and upload it on your digital platform. And let's aim to bring major footfall of the volunteers around to these NGOs, because the heavy traffic that our NGO partners get, it will, serve as an element where we are connecting the community to the NGO, and they can also volunteer for cause, and it will be a win-win situation for all of us all together. So the task is simple. I hope it is clear to all our volunteers. Can I get a thumbs up if it's clear? Awesome. Any questions any volunteer have in regards to what you have to do? Anything? None? Perfect. So great. So don't forget to check your email. I'm pretty much sure that we have already taken the details of the attendees, but what I'm gonna do right now, since some of you did not register and have joined us directly for the session based on my conversation over WhatsApp and on call, I'm sharing a attendance link with you. One second. This is for the volunteers. I'll just take a minute. Yeah. Please check your chat box. I have shared an attendance link with everyone. The ones who have already registered previously, we have your details. We'll mark you in. The ones who did not register but have joined for the session, please fill out this, because with this, we'll be able to get your email IDs, and on your email, we will send the entire communication, the drive folders and everything of what you have to access to volunteer. So I'll just give a minute to all the volunteers. Please fill it out, and then we'll resume. Let me know once it is done. And all the volunteers can fill this.
Yeah, so all the volunteers, please do fill the forms.
Okay, like I said, we'll wait for a minute. In the meantime, by the time the volunteers are filling up the form, I would like to express my gratitude to all our NGO partners again who decided to be a part of this session. I mean, it was wonderful having all of you here all together collectively, because all together we are working towards the betterment of the community, and we have been improving over the time. And since you all have joined us for today's session, I'm hoping it went well for you, and I would certainly be like looking forward to take learnings from all our NGO partners as well. So we'll be circulating a feedback form across email. Don't forget to add your opinions, your feedback as to how it went for you. If there are any modifications, that we should be doing in our future engagements as well, please specify so that, we take it as a learning from you. And our next session, we make sure that we are learning from those blunders, or maybe if nothing, how we can improve. Just give your feedback. This is for all the NGO partners. You will receive it on your email by today evening. So fill it out for us. Okay, I can see that in the chat box, the volunteers have filled in the attendance form. Great. So like I said to the volunteers, you will receive an email. Just go to the drive. The NGOs details are there. Choose the folders, as many as you want. Select the creatives. Like I said, stories are mandatory. Put up the story, tag the NGO, and then you can also give out a post, send out a reel, tag them, add those credentials, refer to the PPTs if in case you want to add more details about the particular NGO, and try to promote it in a way so that it reaches to the maximum people out there. And yeah, that's the whole objective of today's activity. As discussed, we will also be writing digital letters. Now, of course, verbally when we say things are different, but then there are also ways where we have actually written letters to our NGO partners. So if the volunteers are interested, to express their gratitude by writing letters to our NGO partners, you can do that as well and send it out to us on virtualvolunteering@connectfor.org. Again, you will have these emails in your inbox, so make sure you check it out. Send those letters and we'll send it directly to our NGO partners. With that being said, on behalf of ConnectFor team, I would like to thank everyone. The volunteer feedback is also important because, we understand that things are different from each perspectives. So what I'm doing right now, again, it's a form for our volunteers. It's a feedback form. However it was for you, feel free to drop your comments on the activity. The feedback form is in the chat box. So again, yeah, it's a short form. We'll wait for a minute for the volunteers to fill in it.
Arpit, we can also share the volunteer guide so that they can have an access to the folders and they can have a look, and if in case they have any more questions, they can ask right away.
Okay, I'll do it right
Sorry,
away.
can we have the volunteer for feedback form also as an email? Because I joined by phone. It's incredibly difficult to get anything done.
Definitely, Priya, it will be a part of it. It will be a part of the email.
Yeah.
What I'll do, I'll just share my screen for the volunteers to just have a quick reference to, because it is any which ways will be attached to the email thread. But in case you have any questions, you can ask me right away. Just give me a second, I'll share my screen. I hope it's visible.
Yes.
It's a very short document. The steps are, where you open the folder by clicking the link. Then the second point is, you'll have to click on the NGO. So basically, if you see, I'll show you just a second.
So go on the link and directly show them the folder.
Yeah. So once you click on the link, you will be redirected to this folder. So if you see, we have the NGOs: Abundant Life Foundation, Healing Dove Foundation, Humanity Uplifting, Jidnyasa, Rise India, so on and so forth. All the NGOs are present here. So when you click on a particular NGO, so I'll take, for example, I'm clicking on Abundant Life Foundation, I'll be redirected to all sort of documents. So if you see, we have video 1, video 2. So I will certainly not play it right now, but you can play the video and you can take the content as a reel. Okay. Use it as a reel and post it. Then if you see creative 1 and creative 2, I'll open the creative 1 second. Okay. So if you see, together, let's fight menstrual poverty. And then the creative 2 is for, basically it's about Abundant Life Foundation in general. Then let me just show you other things. If you click on the link document, this is standard across all folders. Please find below the links to be added to the post, stories, and reels. So we have the Instagram handle, we have the YouTube handle, so you can add this. And after link, whatever we discussed in the main session, if you see, the about is something that tells you about the NGO. So you can refer to it, so that you get more content if needed. I'll take second, Healing Dove. Again, if you come to the folder, the about is basically the presentation. It tells you more about the NGO. Second, if you see, it's a creative that you can use, to upload, come join us. So, you can use it as the story as well as the post. After that, link, just open it, and then you can see it's a form basically that you can add. You can fill yourself and you can add it to your stories and post. So this is how, the entire folders will look like once you click. And this guide, if you see, we have added the templates you can use for stories and post, videos you can use for stories and reels. There are write-ups also in some of the folders which you can use as stories and captions. Stories are mandatory, that will be there for 24 hours. And if you want to choose between a post and a reel, that is completely up to you what you want to do. And we request all the volunteers to keep it for certain amount of days. It's not like I upload it today and I delete it tomorrow, because only when I keep it for 10 days, 15 days, it will create a significant impact. And see if you can keep it for as long as you can. But yeah, writing e-letters to the respective NGOs, as mentioned, you have to write e-letters and submit it on virtual volunteering, which you will receive the emails and everything on your email. And last, word of mouth being one of the important aspect. You can in person tell your family, your friends more about today's session, because word of mouth is something that is always, that creates a huge impact, because they are listening from someone who has actually been a part of it. So yeah, that's about the volunteering role. I'm hoping all of the volunteers have filled out the feedback form.
Also, Arpit, regarding the screenshot.
Yes. So let's say I have uploaded the post. So how will ConnectFor know that you have completed your part? Okay, so you will have to take the screenshot of it and send it to virtual volunteering. Again, the steps will be in the email. So with your screenshot, we'll be able to understand that, okay, you have successfully completed the task. If it's a reel, take the screenshot of the reel that and mention it in the email that, hi, I have uploaded the reel with so-and-so ID and have tagged so-and-so NGO. Please provide us with all the communication so that we understand that you have completed the task. If you have, uploaded the multiple, let's say you have used multiple platforms, for example, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, and you might have uploaded the same stories there, or maybe same post there. So take the screenshots of all the platforms and send it out to us, because this will help us map how different volunteers have contributed. Some of the volunteers might have used all the platforms that they are on to utilize them in the best way and promote more about the cause of the NGO. So make sure that we see that, and this will only be possible if you take the screenshots and submit it to us so that we can refer to it. Or maybe you can send a direct link as well, and you can tag the respective NGOs, and we will be more than happy to repost it on our handles as well. So yeah, any queries from any of the volunteers is highly welcome. I offer it to Saloni. Saloni, anything else that you want to add from your end too before we end this session?
Yeah, so actually Gauri had a question. Do we have to share it on the group? No, so you will receive an email. On that email, there is one more email ID that will be mentioned, on which you will have to share the screenshot with us. So it's on the email that you will have to share with us.
Yeah, don't forget to refer your email today, because it will
Yes.
have all
So
the
all the details, steps will be mentioned on the email, where to send, how to send, and everything. And the deadline will also be mentioned over there.
Yes. So yeah, with all that said, we come to the end of the activity. It was really wonderful having all of you together, and it was really a fruitful discussion. I'm looking forward to see the similar faces again back with our new future activities. On behalf of Team ConnectFor, I would like to thank all our NGO partners who have joined us. Would like to thank all the volunteers who decided to give their time, donate their time and skill preferences, who have chosen to be a part of this session. Thanks a lot. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. See you soon.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thanks. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.